Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too. Of course.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
He's just trying to get information.
To hear you speak, you seem to know my mother well.
Not really. We met for the first time on this very spot some weeks back. We had a very pleasant discussion. She's an exceptionally learned lady with a good head for business. No need for me to tell you that.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
I don't...
Absolutely, but I was hoping that you could tell me more about it.
Well, she was planning to sell me a very old book. I will make no secret of the fact that I am passionate about the subject. And when Sarah spoke to me about it, her account literally had me enthralled. I can think of nothing else since. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
As my mother's got so many old books, I'm afraid I won't be able to...
Oh, it's easy. You can't mistake this one. It's an ancient grimoire, composed of 7 parts. Each one is closed under lock and key. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. If you find it, you mustn't tamper with it. You see?
That's unusual. Unfortunately, that doesn't ring a bell. I'll look again, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
Indeed. My mother and I had a brush with this individual just a few months ago.
What about?
About an object stolen from the Order a few years ago, which my mother wanted to recover.
This situation comes as a great surprise to me.
I got him now. I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Wollner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Wollner. You're the one who von Borchardt was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Okay, well, it's not the king in Prussia, because we know that he's the real power in Prussia, and the king's kind of like, he just kind of does all the work behind the shadows. So, is it Mortimer or Home? Well, we know Mortimer's after the book. You know, we know he's after it. That's why he called her here, really. But I don't think the Prussian works for Mortimer. Who invited him to the island? I don't think it's Mortimer. So it must be Home. Also, is he playing chess by himself? It's weird though, because he's after the book. Maybe they've explained it and I've missed it. I'm not really sure what's so special about the book, apart from that it's ancient. Okay, well, I don't think it's Mortimer, so it must be Home by default.
It's Sir Gregory.
Correct. You ought to know then. He is not a man who likes to be duped. You are walking on thin ice, sir.
So everyone's after the book, basically. Okay. Well, first of all, let's see if we can find that coin, that thing he was after. Find out more clues about your mother's note. Right, let's have a look around. Anything interesting in here?
These look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Oh, I need those as well. What I need is some jelly, because boy, am I running low.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Well, hey, look at that. We have the key. So I actually noticed in a previous episode while I was editing it, in Lady Adam's room, I spent the points to pick the lock when I'd actually found the key. So, so that was smart. Nice.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
What was that? No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything to cure, so we'll have to leave those for now. What's that? Collector's coin? Maybe I'm making it up. I thought Lady Adams said she lost a coin somewhere around here. Maybe when she was hit? Can't see anything. Maybe you had to find it before she passed. In the previous chapter, yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I can't find it, so... Bummer. Let's talk to Napoleon, who appears to be full-on playing chess by himself. He must actually be very happy, because if you know the history, and again, I'd recommend Oversimplified History's video on the French Revolution, much like when America broke free from Britain, the French didn't actually want to kill the king. You know, it was only because the king refused to make a constitutional monarchy like Britain has, where the king is around and has power, but not full control. The king then tried to start a counter-revolution, didn't work, and then, from what I know about history, the vote of 260 to 261, or 360, 361, was legit. I mean, that might be wrong, though. It's one of those things where they could change the numbers very easily. But either way, the people in France at the time were very conflicted about it. You know, because it's one thing to take a power away from a king. It's nothing to just kill the monarchy. But Napoleon at this point obviously was a very high up there general. You know, the reason the state didn't... the reason, you know, obviously the Catholics hated the fact they killed the king was because, well, that was an easy way to get them to stay religious. And once the king was gone, they obviously got rid of all the churches. And that was what everyone then hated France, because they weren't religious when they were. It was a whole thing.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
I do like Napoleon. He does seem very straight to the point. Doesn't have much to hide. He's not going to know anything about the nightmare, is he? Let's ask him about Godoy.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
There are some rumors about his loose morals.
Juste, monsieur. Add to that his devouring ambition, if you want my opinion. Playing at lover boy rather than gaining merit for his career. It's a disgrace for any soldier.
I understand your point of view.
He's not going to know what the nightmare is.
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
So for those of you who don't know, Godoy, the character that was just introduced to us, he is the leader or representative from Spain. So that's why his character is relevant. So we have to find clues about mothers and... Okay. That's a nice map. I do like a nice map, must be said. What's this guy up to?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
A lot of chessboards everywhere, I've noticed that. Oh, mate, that's just a... It's the same map, but they've... same texture, but they've put it there. Well, let's have a... Hey, what's that? Nice. Alright, let's talk to Washington. Oh, he's not going to know the night. Okay, who would? Who would? The priest? The cardinal, maybe? Cardinal Piaggi? He might know. I guess Emily or Emma might know. I mean, she's our ally anyway. Although I do like Washington. He is my ally. He's in the order, so let's ask him.
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You've caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry, Louis, but I am unable to help you.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
And look at that, and because we've got the etiquette skill, we can ask this for free.
What do you mean?
The situation is ready to explode with France over Catalonia.
Well, the Duke must have a darn good reason to be absent and come here, mustn't he?
When Lord Mortimer invites you, Louis, you come. It's always in your best interest.
I wouldn't say that personally, but...
So, for those who don't know, Catalonia is like the northeastern region of Spain, and it's actually to this day one of the richest parts of Spain, to the point where a couple years ago there was actually a independence movement, very grassroots independence movement for Catalonia. And what Spain did was effectively the equivalent of just sending in the secret police to arrest all of their party leaders and politicians and then burning all their documents. So the movement didn't go very far.
Well, thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend. Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
Oh, can I go down to the wharf, actually? I've been meaning to do that. Not that I really have the points for it, but okay. No, okay.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes.
Oh, what's that?
This book changed the way
Oh,
I
I was
look
just looking
at
at
the
the
world.
painting.
Carmelite water.
You find so much stuff just by walking around slowly. Right, Cardinal Piaggi might actually know.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the Order would have intervened.
It's a good point.
Your Eminence, I haven't been following the case. I'm sure that the Order did everything in its power. Unfortunately, you know the situation in Paris, and, well, it's chaotic at best. Anything can happen in those revolutionary tribunals.
The king is the official representative of God on earth, my son.
Your Eminence, France has become a secular state. The king was just another citizen to them. He refused to admit his errors, looked down upon them, and attempted to escape. What did he expect?
France has lost all reason, Louis.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
Well, I mean, if it were a place or an object found on this island, what would you think of first?
The nightmare. No, I don't see anything. I'm sorry.
Well, that's too bad.
Ah, wait. I suppose it might be that horrible painting hanging in Lord Mortimer's study.
Pretend not to be that interested. Right. Well, don't worry about it. I was just curious. Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son.
Can't say that was the answer I was
will be
expecting.
seeing you, Louis.
But that sounds like a good enough lead as any. Oh, there we go, yeah. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't notice that before. You can see the wharf. Alright, what's the quickest way to Mortimer's study? It's not going to be through... That's what, like... Yeah, it's going to be this way. Go beyond the nightmare. Alright, go up to Mortimer's study then.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond
Okay,
the
so
nightmare?
last time I was up here, I will say there was this box, and I hadn't figured it out, and I kind of want to work out what it is.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
A 4-letter word for Mortimer. Yep, we're just gonna leave that for now. Oh yeah, that makes sense. The nightmare, because she's asleep. Yeah.
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
The fuck is that? Is that a timer?
No, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it. Let's take a closer look. These chocolates are probably a protocol gift. Everybody in Europe loves them nowadays. Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France, has her own personal chocolate maker at Versailles. They say it's
Not
her
a husband,
guilty little
though.
morning ritual before getting dressed. A cup with 1 sugar and some vanilla, if I remember rightly. I would be surprised if Mortimer has them delivered straight from South America. Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society. Mina bird.
Oh, shh.
Oh, what have I done? It looks like I've killed him. Oh, shit. I better not hang around.
No. No, that's not. Oh. Do you reckon Mortimer will be a bit pissed?
No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model.
I cannot believe I killed the... Oh, there you go.
Mortimer's fond of complicating things sometimes.
So I could have given the bird a red berry rather than a chocolate and killed it. Brilliant.
Might come in handy.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, not... on the bright side, though, we've stopped that annoying chirping.
The Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
It's going to be at the desk, surely. I can't see one. Oh, what's that?
Aha, I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great, that's all I needed.